Welcome to Transmissions, where we talk all Hasbro, Takara, and third-party Transformers. In this episode, a new G2 Megatron is coming out. Fans Hobby shows off a prototype of their Wing Saber. Are we finally getting an Optimus Prime for the Studio Series 86 line? Today is Wednesday, December 6th, 2023. This is episode 567 of Transmissions.
Welcome to Transmissions, the podcast that's also voted to oust George Santos from the podcast. I'm your host, Charles, aka Big C, and I'm joined by the excellent Transmissions team. Jeremy, aka Yakko.
Hey, how's it going?
Shar, aka Robo Apollo.
Hello, everyone.
And Daryl, the Cybertronian Beast.
You're out, George. Let's talk Transformers.
As always, we start the show by thanking our Donatreons, those lovely people who support us on Patreon and PayPal. Thank you all so much for continuing to help us out and support this show. We really appreciate it. It was Jeremy this time. Jeremy was
And me.
Oh no, it was two for one.
It was a double shot.
Yeah,
It was a double shot.
I got Coke on my keyboard.
No, Jeremy, no.
Instant karma.
Yeah.
But you got me. You both got me. Good job. Anyway, please consider becoming a Donatron if you're not one already. You can join up at transmissionspodcast.com/support. We've got lots of perks, bonus content, all stuff from our Patreon page. You can check out all our episodes of We Like Big Bots. That's right there on our Patreon page, courtesy of Daryl and Dr. Pants. People thirsty tonight. Thirsty on the podcast tonight.
Thirsty
Everyone's
for
thirsty.
the big bot.
Yes. We like them
Settle
big.
down, Jeremy. Settle down. Nobody calm your jets here. We're just getting started.
Oh, man. All right. Well, yeah. So, there's 10 episodes there on the Patreon page. You can check those out if you haven't watched them yet. Hopefully, Daryl and Dr. Pants will be getting back to it sometime. I know I say this every episode, but maybe one day it'll be true. You can also check out
Dr. Pants.
Well, you
I'm
should
here.
be talking to.
I'm here. Let's give Dr. Pants some shit.
Okay, but Daryl, you're a founding member of the podcast. You have the ability to talk to him and organize things.
I mean, it's true, but I don't want to. I'd much rather you guys do it.
We do everything else, Daryl. You got to do something.
You can do one solo, right?
Dr. Pants. I'm giving you shit.
Not sure that's how that works.
Yeah.
But it's your fault for creating a really fun show.
I know. Yeah. I'm just the best. I'm sorry. It's just natural.
Moving on. You can also check out episodes of our Transformers Live Play RPG podcast, Empire of Rust. We've got season 1 and 2 all available, plus bonus uncut versions of those episodes are all available to our Donatrons on the Patreon page. And right now, we've got a mini side story going on during the break between season 2 and season 3. This is the Rustford Files, a little mini adventure featuring all new characters, the same players, but they're all playing different characters. And Mike is joining in the fun as a player this time, not running the adventure. So we've got 6 episodes of the Rustford Files out. This week, episode 6 comes out, the Junkion Chronicles. And you can get all those episodes at transmissionspodcast.com/rust. Of course, we still have our exclusive Transformers #1 comic with artwork, cover artwork by EJ Sue. This is from Skybound. You can get that at transmissionspodcast.com/comic. and get your very own TransMissions exclusive Transformers #1. And if you have to buy any labels for your Transformers toys at Toyhax.com, you can use our code to get 15% off your entire order for as many orders as you like. So use that code SANTAPRIME. This is only good for the month of December, but just started, so you've got a lot of time to use that code. Toyhacks.com and SANTAPRIME. That helps us out and helps yourself out, getting a 15% off discount for all your stuff at Toyhax.
If you're buying yourself Transformers as a gift from your significant other or other people, go ahead and also buy yourself.
All right, let's jump right into toys, and we're going to start it off with some HasBlab.
I'm like dancing to it.
All right, everybody. So there is a little bit of news, not a lot. HasBlab for right now is literally just watching your phone to wait for emails to show up. So the only thing we've got right now is a notification from HasLab saying that Deathsaurus is going to be delayed in the UK. And that's unfortunate. So everywhere else is kind of expecting theirs to kind of show up in the next week or two. And unfortunately, the UK is going to be waiting until February. So that's it's a little bit. It says February 2023, so that's wrong.
2020. This is 24.
The TFW news story is wrong, but in the actual screenshot it says 2024 from the.
It does, yeah. So the person who wrote the story on TFW did it wrong, but obviously it's going to be 2024 because time travel.
Yeah, that's how delays work. Delays don't go into the past.
Yeah. So yeah, it's unfortunate for the people in UK. But yeah. Anywho, that's not. We don't have a lot of news on this. Essentially, we're all waiting right now. We should all be getting some kind of notification. So keep watch on your phone. Watch for some emails. Everyone should be getting some kind of news very soon.
I've seen my label has been generated, but no other shipping information at this point. I'm expecting. Hopefully, next week's show we might have some Deathsaurus to show off, but who knows?
Mm-hmm.
How can you check if the label's been made so people can check on their own?
I haven't if you create a My FedEx account or download the FedEx app and create an account there, and then just anything coming to your registered address will show up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm going to assume this only works for Americans.
I don't know. Give it a shot. FedEx is a worldwide company.
Yeah, but it's a free account. You don't have to sign up for any kind of premium FedEx account or anything. It's just free account, and then the app will give you notifications. And it's convenient for anything shipped FedEx that comes to your house. You get notifications. It's the same with UPS too. If you get the UPS app.
Yeah, and it's great, but we know this is coming FedEx. And it does require a signature, just so when you do see it's out for delivery, maybe take that day off so you're at home. Or make sure someone is at home that can sign for it.
Nuts.
That's good to know.
All right, let's move on. We're going to jump into some quick hits.
All right, we have an update from Yolopark about their AMK series Rise of the Beast Scourge color prototype, and this is one of their. It says it's one of their easy to build model kits, and they already have Rhinox and Cheetor, and we can see in these pictures, that it's looking really good in my opinion. They say, it's got a new color update, but with the, live action villain, there aren't really many colors. But his black and silver are looking good. So he comes with his claw, his like blade weapon, and I think that's another face. Yeah, an interchangeable face and a mask. So it's pretty cool. It stands at 22 centimeters tall. And I don't see a price on here, but it's looking like we don't even have a release date yet, but it's up for pre-order right now. Yolopark website. Let's see. It is $30. So not that bad, but again, it says it's an easy to build kit, so it's not going to be as detailed as some of their other kits. But I think this is still looking really good.
Neat. Okay, next up, we've got another figure from Threezero. So they are taking their MDLX Megatron figure. So I think we've talked about that in the past, and they're doing a recolor of it as G2 Megatron. So that funky green, camouflage green and purple design is just taking the original MDLX mold of that figure and giving it a new shiny coat of paint. This is going to be on sale December 21st. And it's at Threezero Hong. It's Threezero's out of Hong Kong, so you could order it directly from their website. This is about a 7-inch tall figure, 18 centimeters narrow, 45
Thank
points
you.
of articulation. And it combines die-cast metal and engineering plastic. So looks like pretty much identical to the other Megatron that they've already shown off. Just as detailed, just as posable, but with that funky G2 finish. So if you are a fan of the G2 universe, you can check it out.
There's a note here from DJ Ronan. Marvel color version. The original has a different chest piece.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah, I guess to make it look more like he turns into a tank rather than a gun.
yeah.
So.
And the G2, for everyone who doesn't remember, had the like he didn't have an arm cannon, so this is just the just a recolor of that G1 Megatron, right, with the new chest plate.
Mm-hmm.
It's still sharp though. It definitely jumped off the page to me when I was looking at it. It's kind of cool.
I love the box art on there, like, just him floating in space, and it's like a sun's behind him.
Yeah. Almost like he's Unicron's reformatting him. Instead of Galvatron, you got a G2 Megatron.
All right. So, we have news that Legacy United Titan Tidal Wave is going to be revealed at Cybertron Fest this year. This is a convention, I believe it's in Singapore, if I am correct. And right now, we only have like a silhouette that's shown of this figure on the page, but that will be revealed soon.
Well, that's a different figure.
Oh, it is? Like,
That's an
who's
Asia
that?
exclusive Year of the Dragon figure.
Oh, that's so cool. So
the tidal wave, they haven't even announced what it is. Just we all know it.
Yeah, the legacy art showed Tidal Wave in the artwork, so I think we're 99% sure it's Tidal Wave.
Oh, okay. They're not going to be sneaky. So we're
Yeah.
guessing that this figure is going to be announced at this event. So stay tuned as we find out more.
And yeah, so it'll be by next week we'll have the answer. So this will be next weekend. So by the next show we'll have the answer.
Exciting.
All right, and we got some prototype pictures of Fans Hobbies MB25, and it's their Energon Wing Saber prototype. And this, a lot of people are looking forward to this, mostly because of the fact that it combines with their Energon Optimus. And Fans Hobby's been hitting it out of the park lately with their Unicron trilogy figures. And if you've seen them in person, you know these things are massive. They are big, chonky figures, and they are awesome to handle. So I wish Dr. Pants was here because I know he's all in on these things. So yeah, these look great. We've got prototype pictures of Wing Saber here in robot mode, alt mode, and in combined mode with the Energon Optimus. And I think it looks great. I have the original Energon Optimus and Wing Saber, and it sits in the combination mode for me, and I think this thing looks amazing in that combined mode. Here, the Fans Hobby version just is just wicked. It looks awesome. I wish I'd kind of gone in on these, but I was just I wasn't going in on the big huge Fans Hobby stuff. So I'm a little jealous of the people who are in on these. They look great.
All right, and we have another announcement from Hasbro about the next medical legacy evolution figure, and this is Medix. He's going to be a Walgreens exclusive in the US, as all the medical figures are, and it's I think it looks really good. I was confused because in my mind I didn't know where this was from in terms of the 40-year history of Transformers, and apparently this was a BotCon 2016 customization class figure, and it was created in their timeline's fiction. So kind of cool that we're getting these BotCon characters over, here and there in the legacy line. So he turns into a kind of an SUV, like they call it a field medic, um, and they put him in with the other Protectobots. So I think it looks really cool. Being a Walgreens exclusive, it's going to be hard to find, but I'm sure it'll get out there eventually.
Wasn't this already out?
I don't remember seeing it,
I don't
but
think so.
I think we knew about it. But,
is this thing like a core class?
this
No.
is a deluxe class.
Oh, it looks tiny.
It's a repaint of Crankcase, isn't it?
I have a weird feeling that this thing's been out. Maybe it's because maybe it already got released here at GameStops in Canada, but I have a feeling I've seen this thing out at in stores before.
I haven't seen hardly any of the Walgreens figures in the States. So it's likely that you've seen it in Canada before.
Yeah, DJ Ronan's corroborating my my sightings here. So yeah. All right, so it's been out here in Canada for a while.
But the mold it's based off of is a good mold. So and it's interesting color scheme. Got some neon greens and some reds. So I think it's gonna, if you can find it, it'll be a good figure.
Cool.
And Frenzia's Red / Wolfwood says he already ordered them from Hasbro Pulse this weekend and already got a shipping notification.
Nice.
Whoa,
yeah, there is a limited number on Hasbro Pulse.
All right. If you were wondering if the Studio Series 86 line was going to give you an Optimus Prime figure, wonder no more, because yes, they are. Not surprisingly, Optimus Prime is the, premier mascot figure for Transformers. You need a Prime in every line. So, of course, they're going to do a Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime figure. So we have toy listings that confirm this. Of course, we don't have any actual pictures of this figure yet, but expect this to be announced probably early next year in, you know, a upcoming Hasbro Pulse fan stream or you know, Transformers Tuesday or something. But yeah, but it does look like this is going to be a commander class figure, so a more expensive figure, probably fully decked out trailer. I'm at least I'm hoping it'll be a fully decked out trailer and, you know, very uh tune accurate Optimus Prime. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think the rumor is that this is not going to be a remold or repaint of an existing Prime, that it is going to be a new Prime. And of course, Studio Series is the emphasis on making it look as accurate to the media as possible. So the, you know, and you see in the picture this screenshot from the 86 movie of Optimus Prime, that, you know, that iconic design, lovingly rendered in the 2D animation of the 1986 movie. So I guess we'll see what this turns out to be. I'm curious. It's, you know, it's not going to be on the level of Masterpiece, but it will be a little bit, probably a little bit more detailed if they're selling it as a commander class. So I guess we'll have to wait and see.
The last ones we've gotten have all been leader class. Like Earthspark
Mhm.
was a leader class Prime.
I mean, how many different ways can you turn a flat nosed truck into a robot? Right? That looks the same every time, right?
Mhm.
They've been doing it every single year for 40 years. So how many
They took a
different
few
ways?
years off.
There was okay. Sometimes he turned into a fire truck, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes he turned into a monkey,
I
but
already got my
most of the
Studio
time,
Series Prime.
Oh yeah. He
So-
did.
I mean, I'm interested to see the transformation on this thing because I've got so many flippin' Optimus Primes that they gotta really make it interesting here for me to kind of wow me. Studio Series has been a really interesting line. I've got a lot of them. The 86 line has been, you know, mwah, I love it. But this Optimus had better be top tier
Mhm.
because I'm not getting excited over an Optimus Prime again just for them to put another, you know, same old transformation, you know, in my hands
Mhm.
to just say, yeah, it's Optimus Prime from the 86 movie. Well, yeah, they've all been.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and also on top of that, they're charging you an extra like $20 for this. The, you know, the commander class is like
Yeah,
80 or
$20 for you.
$90.
It's like 50 extra bucks for me. This thing's gonna be like $200 for me. So this thing better be
Okay,
amazing.
calm down, Daryl. Calm down. The exchange rate is not that bad. It's not that bad.
It's bad. It's real bad. It's bad here. Real bad.
With inflation too.
Yeah. So I don't know. I gotta say, the last time I was wowed by an Optimus Prime, regardless of how terrible the movie was, it was Evasion Mode Optimus Prime. When they did the same old, you know, design for the flat nose truck, but that thing was a freaking jigsaw puzzle to transform. So, you know, and yeah, that leaves Masterpiece out of it because Masterpiece are their own ball of wax. But do something interesting, Hasbro. I want to be wowed with this thing.
I mean, I like my Masterpiece Optimus, but I'm hoping that they can like figure out how to get this to look like Masterpiece Optimus for the new one, MP44, but not have to go through the whole folding technique. Like that one, his transformation was all folding, and it was like working with origami, but it was definitely one of those things where it's like, "Oh, I'm never turning you into a truck ever again." So, like, you know, even when I moved, I just bubble wrapped him and hoped nothing bad would happen. So,
Yep. So got a comment from Alex here saying, thinking new legs a little smoother in robot mode. Maybe.
yeah.
We'll see. Yeah, I mean that's I liked the Earthrise Optimus. I thought that was a really nice design. Although that's definitely not, it's not a commander class sized figure. And the only reason it's leader class is because it came with a trailer. Like the figure itself is more Voyager class, but it just has a trailer. It came with a trailer packed in to get to that leader class price point. And of course, I got the Lego Optimus Prime. I really like the Lego Optimus Prime.
That's
that
a
was
very
really
satisfying build, but it's obviously something in its own category.
Yeah.
Definitely. So we'll see. This will be interesting. I would like to get that Ultra Magnus. That seemed really fun, like the way they designed that, to get rid of the inner robot, but make it more, make it more like the 86 movie character model. So we'll see. All right. That's all our toy talk for this week. So let's move on to trips to the store.
The Transmissions podcast will return after these messages.
And Trips to the Store is powered by our friends at TeePublic. So you can look at all our merchandise page at our TeePublic store. You can get cool shirts like what we've got on here. You can buy any shirts from TeePublic using our link, and it will help out the podcast. So if you go to transmissionspodcast.com/TeePublic, that's where you can get our cool merch and any cool merch from TeePublic. So check that out. We've got those good guy and bad guy symbol shirts. Those are pretty popular. Shout out to Daryl who did the design work for those two shirts. So check them out. Also, K Girl for cleaning up that design too.
It definitely needed it. They are still some of the funnest shirts to wear just out because people always give you a second look. They're like, "Oh, I see it." They get it. They're like, "Oh, Autobot Decepticon," and then they're like, "Wait a minute, not." They're
There's more to it than meets the eye.
Yeah.
That's right. It's a fun shirt to wear out.
Wink.
All right, let's start off. I'm gonna go first because I don't have a lot of stuff this week. But I do have something that I think, at least as we record this, no one else has it yet, but they'll have it later in the week.
Deathsaurus.
I got.
Yeah, it's like, wait, what? Yeah.
I wouldn't go first if it was Deathsaurus. But I got Transformers number 3. This is cover A. Daniel Warren Johnson cover, Transformers number 3. We're going to review this in alt mode this week, so stay tuned for that. This should be in your comic shops today as you're watching this episode or listening to this episode. Pick it up. This was a good one. I think this like raised the bar for this series so far. And we're going to talk about it in alt mode. So check it out. Then come back on Friday, listen to our review because this was I really enjoyed this comic. So
open it up to the very last page. There's a little Easter egg right on the last page. You want to show everyone?
Nah, I don't think I'll be doing. So.
What?
Yeah. No, I don't. We're not spoil. This is not a spoiler cast. We're not spoiling it. So check it out.
That's for Friday.
Yeah.
All right, Jeremy, I'll pass it over to you.
All right. Friday I had the day off and I just went around to a bunch of different stores and I managed to finally find some Transformers at Ross. So I got a couple. Picked up a Skullgrin for $8.
Gotta move his horns out, man.
Oh, I didn't even.
Amateurs.
Protecting himself.
Oh, I didn't even realize that there's a little plastic on it.
Freaking newbies.
I know. Act like I've been there before.
We've all been there, mistransforming a transformer.
There we go.
There you go.
And I when I got him, I was like, oh, hey, he shares the same mold as my G2 Trooper that I had last week. So
Oh,
Interesting.
that was cool. And then the other one I got was from the Velocitron collection. Got Road Hauler. This was $9.
Nice.
So I figured for a combined, $17, whatever, 2 figures is a great deal. So they also had a bunch of what?
Did they fix the posts in Road Hauler compared to
I'm
Grapple?
pretty sure that Grapple was the only one. When you transform it, the posts in the head section connect to the legs, right? And the posts should have holes in them. Well, it used to have holes in them. They broke off, so they made them solid.
Okay, I'm not sure where to look, but is it these things on the back of the legs?
It's the things that plug into the bottoms of the feet.
Oh,
so it'd be the part of the head. So anyway, you can find it later.
Yeah, I'll look later.
I'm pretty sure it was Grapple that was the only the one that they fixed them afterwards.
The only issues I've had is the head thing won't stay snapped down.
Oh,
but whatever. It's a fun figure to have, and didn't have this mold at all. So that's all I got. They also had some is it Shadow Panther and one other beast figure. Neither one of those interested me.
great finds. Love the Ross prices.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Daryl, you're up.
I mean, I gotta go. I can't go last. Anyway,
No.
I got stuff here. My stuff is not. One's technically a toy; it's more of a game. But I've got some fun stuff. Every now and then, I like to pick up some just Transformers related merch that you would have gotten, and this stuff is cool. This stuff is fun. This is for the one time I'll probably do it once because I can only use it once. But I bought a bunch of stuff so I could throw a super awesome Transformers birthday. So this is a Transformers tablecloth.
Yes.
It is the Transformers table cover still in the bag with the Optimus Prime there on it. It's pretty awesome. I don't think it might be a year on it. It was printed in Montreal, Quebec. Then I've got a grouping of loot bags, 8 loot bags, Transformers loot bags.
So you can only invite 8 people to your birthday.
I can only invite 8 people to my birthday party, which is at least 7 more than I usually have.
I like how there's a place for you to write the kid's name on.
You have to write. Yeah. Who would know? Who would know whose loot bag it is unless you wrote the name?
I didn't think that was a thing in the 80s.
I have a package of 14 napkins. More Optimus Prime, box art on there.
So the adults can have cake who brought the kids to the party.
Well, yeah. I mean, you have
right.
to bribe them somehow.
Yep. And the last piece for this is, this would probably only work if I'm sub 10 years old, but it is a Transformers candle. Still on the card. Optimus Prime. Place numerals here. There's a little box or a little pad of numbers on the back, and you stick this ginormous candle on the cake, and you stick the number on it, how old the kid is, and you light her up. Yeah,
it's funny they took the artwork from the back of the box art for at the top there in the corner there. That's that's clearly someone tracing over the Optimus Prime on the back of the G1 box art.
Yeah. So I'm ready for a super awesome Transformers themed birthday, straight out of the 80s.
Are you going to do that when your son gets a little bit older?
I feel like I'm going to do it when I'm senile.
When you retire.
Yeah.
When I have nothing else left to live for, I'm going to have a Transformers birthday and be like, all right.
when you're at the old
Now put
folks
me out of my
home
misery.
and have like a really old birthday, they're gonna be like, all right, here you go.
He asked for a Transformers birthday, and he's got the stuff for it.
You should do a birthday party at TF Con with that. And we could get you a
At TF
cake.
Con, somebody's gonna walk away with this stuff.
I know.
He would be able to sell it and then have a whole lot of money for a birthday party.
Yeah. The last thing that I have, and I remember I showed this off in a Twitter video or something like that. This thing I thought had a year. Oh, it does. It has a year of 1984 on it, so it's genuinely old. This is a Transformers pinball, I guess, like arcade. I don't know what you want to call this thing, but it is a game in which you throw the ball up and it goes around and you get a score, and it does. Yeah, it's just a silly game, but you know, if you hold it flat, you get a better score. But look at that! I got 300. So yeah, it is. It's old. It's vintage Transformers, but it's got some of that awesome box art on the behind everything. Yeah, it's old. So
I'm pretty sure I had one of those as a kid.
Anyway, it's fun. It's got 6 or 7 balls in it. Yeah, 6 looks like. Yeah, it's fun. They're fun, and yeah, you just kind of sit here and you throw the balls around and I don't know, you have fun. Apparently, it was really easy to have fun in the 80s.
I would have been obsessed with that as a kid. Like I think I had stuff like that as a kid.
Yeah.
I had a little Pac-Man game that was similar to that, where it was all mechanical and no electronics.
Yeah, there's not a lot to this thing. I think on the back it's literally just cardboard and where the ball's struck in. So yeah, not a lot going on. I feel like this thing would have been repurposed for every single brand, possible.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But look,
anyway,
Soundwave is in the back there, so it's Optimus, Soundwave.
Oh, Optimus, Soundwave, Starscream. Again, another Soundwave down here with Ravage. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, it's cool. It's fun. It'll go in my bag of crazy Transformers random crap, so that I have in the back there.
Nice.
I got like pencil cases and all this other crazy stuff. So yeah. Anyway,
the pencil case can go into one of those bags.
My loot bag. Yeah.
Yeah, your party bag. See, you could have the best birthday party ever. Daryl.
Yeah, but I have no toys to give away.
Yet.
No, you get the toys. It's your party. The toys go to you.
Yeah.
The loot bags are just the cheap stuff you give to the kids that came.
That's right. Right.
You just give us candy.
Yeah.
And Diet Coke. So we can all open them at once.
Anyway, that's the stuff I got this week. No real toys, but I think the stuff is pretty cool.
All right, we're gonna end it with Shar. We heard you got an impressive haul, so let's see what you got.
Yeah, I actually forgot to grab some things, so I'm just gonna step over here really quick. So I'm gonna first give out a shout out to Demon Tech 82. He sent me this really cute Starscream.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
So I think this is from Energon. Would you guys know?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Or Cybertron? Is it Cybertron?
Cybertron, maybe. But I showed off over the summer that giant one I have, and so this is like the mini me of that one. So, and he's got gold thighs, which is pretty cool. So, thank you, Demon Tech 82, for that. It's really cool. Okay, so it says
gold
Cybertron
thighs save
Legion
lives.
class. Yeah.
I put it together. Demon Tech is Alex in the chat.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Alex. Thank you, Alex. So here it is. So here, he's cool. So he's super cool. I had to go grab him because he was with his giant counterpart. Yeah. So I'm friends with Mike Seibert, who is also friends of the show, and he went to TFCon Orlando. And before he went, he messaged me and he's like, "Oh, hey, is there anything you want?" And I said, "Yeah." So I gave him a list, and he went through. He came through. So I'm only showing part of the haul I got because we would be on here for a long time. So, yeah. So here we go. So the first thing I'm going to show off is some artwork. So, Sarah Pitre Dochier, is that how you pronounce her name? I was practicing before, but Sarah PD, she was a artist, official artist for Transformers for the comics, and she still is. So guys all know Starscream's my favorite. So he's doing finger guns. He's just being fun on this side. Um, and then this is like the Barbie movie poster.
Nice.
And notice it's very sparkly, like as you move it sparkles. And then I'm going to show some more stuff by artists. So there's an artist named Plushy Sheep on Twitter and I believe Instagram. And so the first thing is a G1 Starscream charm by them, which is really cool. So the camera's focusing on my hand here, but it's a little chibi Starscream. The next one by them is this really cool keychain, and it has Rodimus from Lost Light and More Than Meets the Eye, and he's singing "You Got the Touch." And then when you reveal it, you slide it, then there's a CD. It says "You Got the Power" with the Matrix inside. And then it's got a bunch of little chibis of the Lost Light crew, which I thought was really cool. And then they don't have a Starscream lanyard, so I got Soundwave because he's my third favorite character. So it's Soundwave and Friends. So it's got Ravage, Rumble, and Frenzy, and Laserbeak on there, and like cassettes and music notes. You can never have too many lanyards. So we are on to now toys. So I blame Mike and also Andy, and I'm saying this in a very loving, as a friend way, for getting me on this train to get all the side swipe molds because it's really fun mold. I love it. I think it's fun to transform. It looks good in both modes. So starting off with Kingdom side swipe, so there is no battle damage on him. Which is nice because, I know a lot of us did not like that battle damage on there. I was not a fan. Still am not a fan of battle damage. The next one I have is the cool color 90s version. So Sideswipe, and this is, I guess, is this the 90s coloring for him?
Yes, G2.
Yeah, G2. So he's yellow with like a blue head. Yeah, really cool, very fun. Haven't had time to open them yet because of the holidays. And then that's all the side swipes I'm showing. Now we're gonna go to other things. So I loved this Mirage when I saw him. I was like, oh, he's incredible. I need this. So love the green and the pink. Just think it's so cool. I've shown this to some of my friends who aren't even Transformers fans, and they're like, "Oh, those are cool figures," just for the colors. And then, very happy about getting Crasher. So,
nice.
very happy about this. So, I'll have a new version of her, which I'm very excited about because I have the old one. So, very excited. And that is all I'm showing for today. So I still have more stuff, but I split it into a few parts. So that's
nice.
it.
Awesome. Just curious, what is your second favorite character. So Starscream's first, Soundwave is third. Who's the second?
Oh,
Starscream.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's Starscream. Yeah, Starscream's cool. He's on there twice. No, I actually am pretty basic. Optimus Prime is my second
Oh,
favorite.
cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
I like Space
All right.
Robot Dad, like we
Who
all
doesn't?
do. I think we
Yeah.
all want Optimus Prime to be our dad.
Yep. True enough. All right. Well, that's all our trips to the store. So let's move on with the rest of the show.
We now return to the Transmissions podcast.
All right. And we just have a little bit of feedback for this week. So let's jump right in. And this feedback is just another excuse to complain about we like big bots. So from this was on YouTube, our last episode, episode 566 on YouTube. DMC 2008 says, I am patiently waiting for We Like Big Bots, but at the same time, I totally blame Dr. Pants. So there you go, Daryl. You're off.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah.
I mean, I got to take some of the blame. I'm gonna take some of the blame. I mean, I'm here, so I can't take all of it, but I'm here. But I mean, we lead busy lives, so yeah. And I know Dr. Pants is in the middle of another reno, so I'm in a reno too. You can't tell. This room is the only untouched space in the entire level that this room occupies. So the entire level got demolished, and this sat as an oasis.
When it had power.
And yeah, it the one week they killed the power to the whole house, and the one day that I actually needed to record was the day that there was no power. So there was one day I walked in and half the figures were on had fallen over. Luckily enough, most of the really expensive ones behind me were in their detolfs on their shelves. So I just kind of had to stand them all back up, and that was easy. A couple of the expensive G1s right here were a little bit more frightening because they fell. But it was okay. Everything was fine. So yeah, it was just them beating and banging on the wall on the other side. But yeah, it's been interesting. It's like another world. You literally just open the door and it's completely different. The rest of the house looks like crap right now compared to this level. So, but hey, we're all renovating. So what's your excuse, Dr. Pants? Let's go. Come on. I'm still here.
He could call in from his phone, right?
Yeah, I mean,
here,
we gotta get some dedication here, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, you stay on. You stay on him, Daryl. Stay on him. Get that done.
I will. Only publicly. I won't give him shit privately. No.
Fair enough. All right. Well, that's all the feedback for this week. So that takes us to the end of this episode of Transmissions. Of course, at the end of every episode, we give a shout out to our masterpiece donatrons. These are the folks who continue to support the podcast at our highest level on Patreon. So that's why we give them a mention in every episode. So thank you once again to John Good and Demon Tech 82, who is not Alex Dunn, but we like Alex Dunn and we like Demon Tech 82. You guys are both awesome. Thanks for being supporters, and we really appreciate you. Thank you. And Shar, we appreciate you. I don't know if we don't want to make a big deal about it, but we've had a bit of a name change here, but you're still the same awesome Transformers fan. So thanks again for joining us on the show. We're looking forward to, of course, talking about Transformers #3 in alt mode in a couple of days. So everyone, check that out. But Shar, where can people find you online?
Well, thanks so much for having me on as always. It's more just like me embracing being called by like my actual nickname. Like, well, I mean, Apollo is too, but like you can call me whatever. But like, yeah, so you can find me on the site formerly known as Twitter, and also Instagram, and also Blue Sky at RoboHollow. That handle will stay the same. So you can still find me there. That will not change. And yeah, and also the Transmissions Discord. So it's always good to be here.
Awesome. Yeah, everyone check out the Transmissions Discord at transmissionspodcast.com/Discord. It's free to jump on. Just, there's an open invite right there. So you are familiar with Discord, you know how to do it. Just click the link, jump in, and join in the fun. All right, everyone. Thanks again for watching and listening this week. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Transmissions. If you'd like to join the conversation, travel to our Discord channel at transmissionspodcast.com/Discord. Want some cool transmission swag? Feast your eyes on our Transmissions gear at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. If you'd like to support our podcast, go to transmissionspodcast.com/support or tell your friends about our show. We'll see you next time.